Testing 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I hear myself. Sound is good. Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Quick Look. This time we are looking at Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm not sure if we can actually do a quick look with this game. It's so massive, but we're gonna try. So I'm just gonna try to speed along as fast as possible with everything I can. Okay, good. The import thing is automatic. Okay, we want to do this quick, so just human. Yeah, rogue dual wielding, sure, I don't care. Normal, whatever. Let's just get going. What is that? This is telling me what my character is. Who cares? Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, hopefully that's the correct one. I don't really care. So yeah, I guess spoilers for the previous Dragon Age games if you haven't seen or played them, which I highly recommend. Like, I even kind of recommend this game. It's just like, this game's so long. I've only done 2 full playthroughs of it. One, when it first came out on the PS3, so I only had access to one of the DLCs, and then after I got the PS4 version with all the DLC. Yeah. It's a really long game. This is over 100-hour game. Okay, we will take default face man, because we don't have time for this. Oh, we could pick a default face. You know what? No. Let's go. Let's see. Select. Maxwell's fine. I don't care. I mean, I guess you could argue this is the last good BioWare game. But I'm sure some people draw the line even before this. I think on its own it's pretty good, but if you compare it to the previous 2 Dragon Age games, yeah, it fell a little bit. It's like BioWare kind of took the wrong... Like, they overcorrected. Like, Dragon Age 2 didn't have enough gameplay for most people, which I would debate in a playthrough. I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to sort of quickly go over it. And sorry for people who have arachnophobia. That can't feel great. I mean, I don't exactly have it, but I don't really like looking at those creepy spiders. Anyway, what was I even talking about? I was talking about... Okay, yeah, they overcorrected. And this game, so much gameplay. It doesn't have, like, the personal, like, story stuff like the previous ones have. You just feel so disconnected. There isn't really even that many, like, cutscenes. Like, when you talk to them, you're, like, in a third-person shooter. And it's really weird. Compared to, like, the first 2, where you actually, like, zoom into the characters' faces and, like, change camera angles. This one, you're just sort of standing there and talking to them. We'll see. Like, you guys will get to see. I mean, yeah, this don't count because this is an actual cutscene, but we don't get a lot of these. They're, like, only for, like, set pieces and major points of the story. Whereas, like, the previous ones, when you talk to an NPC, they zoom in. There's character interaction. So anyway, we were in the Fade after an explosion, and now we have this weird mark on our hand that glows magic or something. And we got Cassandra from the previous game, and then Liliana from every entry in the series. I've heard that she was, like, what, the dev's favorite character?
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now.
I think she's overrated, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I don't dislike her, but
is dead,
I don't think she's all that impressive.
For you.
But I think she's cool in this game. You know what, let's just move it along. I'm gonna pick them random. Like, I'm gonna just do a little pattern, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because again, I'm just trying to and sorry for talking about this game is really long. We only need another big story beats, and like I said, he doesn't know what's going on, they don't believe him, blah blah blah. But they need him to close the rifts to the Fade. Oh, this doesn't work. I was gonna do 1, 2, 3. Just pick one, just pick one.
So what happens now?
Do you remember what happened?
How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me. But then... yeah...
Go to the fort.
I'm actually kind of surprised the rogue was default for the character choice. I thought for sure I'd get warrior. I don't really care. Like I could play all three classes. Like when this game first came out, I was really into the multiplayer, so I played through all the multiplayer classes.
Will be easier to show you.
Which is a shame. I know it's not great for a dev team to be split between a single player and a multiplayer game, but Mass Effect 3 and Dragon Age Inquisition's multiplayers are actually pretty good. I don't know if people still play those, but yeah, they're pretty decent. I heard for like the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, they didn't put in the multiplayer for Mass Effect 3 in that little trilogy. That's gotta suck super bad.
It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour.
Yeah, so blah blah blah, there's a giant rift to the fade in the sky, they need you to close it, or the world will be in chaos or something.
An explosion can do that.
It's stuff you guys could see in a full playthrough of this game, or if you played it yourself.
The breach may grow until it swallows the world.
Yeah, and this game follows a new engine, because every single entry has to be in a new engine, new aesthetics, new that's the thing with Dragon Age, there's like almost no consistency across the games other than the lore, and even then you could debate that, because they were clearly having a certain idea for the game
so, if I do what you
with the first one, and then 2 kind of drops a few select things. Like, I do like the original writer for the lore, David Gator. He did a great job, but it sure seemed like Origins was kind of like an alpha of the series, and then 2 was okay. We know exactly what we want. We're gonna continue from here. And then Inquisition had a lot of problems during development. I mean, I'm glad they delayed the game a year. Like it's nice and crisp, but they did not deliver half the things they promised. Like I was very much following its production and such, and like when they were first like announcing and showing it off, the idea for Inquisition was to be all of Thetis, and then like down the line they're like, okay, it's just gonna be Ferelden and Orlais, and then like someone like kind of talked to the devs at the interview, and the devs kind of gave a snarky remark. It wasn't very friendly. Like, wow, you guys kind of promised something, and then like, oh, this is what you're getting. It's like, yeah, what about this? And like, this isn't enough for you? It's like, okay, that's a little strange. It's not very nice.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
So yeah, this game suffered from I guess development hell or development problems. I mean, to be fair, now BioWare's nothing. Like, it's just a name. All the people that made all the fun games, the KOTOR, the Baldur's Gate, KOTOR, Jade Empire, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, like they're all gone. Every single one of the main people, like there could be a few people they added on for Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 are still there, but they're like nobodies who didn't. I guess that's kind of mean. Okay, I shouldn't say they're nobodies, but they were lower tier, just sort of doing generic stuff for the game. They weren't like the main developers, the main writers, the main programmers, etc., etc.
No one.
So yeah. Like, seriously, no offense to any of them if they happen to be watching this, but I doubt that they would. But yeah, BioWare ain't what it is. I got really bad feelings about Dragon Age 4. I'm probably not gonna get it, to be perfectly honest. I'm a dual wielding rogue, which, like, that's one thing I like about this game, and two, it's like, you pick what combat style you want, and they just give it to you. So yeah, this game follows 2's more action-oriented combat style.
Drop your weapon.
Yes,
Now.
there is an option to
A demon attacked me. What was I supposed to do?
to have it be more
You don't need to
not
fight.
turn-based,
Are
but
you saying it
more
won't happen again?
kind of pause
You're right.
oriented. I guess I could show you guys.
I cannot protect you.
So yeah, I've been
And I
talking over the
cannot
dialogue
expect
for
you
this.
to be defenseless.
This is a quick look. Like we're already 10 minutes in, and we just had our first combat. So I really
Your
gotta
life is
ramp this
threatened
up.
enough as it is.
If you want to really hear the story and all that stuff, I'll do a playthrough. But whatever.
Take these words.
Um.
Maker knows what
So
you will
yeah,
face.
I'm gonna say it again later in the thing, but let me know in the comments. Hey,
At
you
the
want
forward camp,
you want to
fight.
see a playthrough of this?
We
Let
are
me
on our
know.
own for now.
But yeah, so for now, I probably should skip loot because I'm not actually gonna. Yeah, we're just doing a quick look, so I'm just gonna go move forward. But this is the first full-on open world
There,
Dragon Age
watch
game.
out.
Like that's pretty good.
If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Especially when 2 was so claustrophobic, since you're in a city for the most part of the game. Although Dragon Age 2 is still my favorite of the trilogy. Yeah, it's funny how BioWare nails it on 2s. The few times they do with 2. Although I guess I haven't played Baldur's Gate 2, so I can't say universally, yeah, every 2 is BioWare's the best. And Obsidian did KOTOR too, so I can't count that.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
Oh, I was gonna show you guys the other mode here. Hang on. I forget what button it is. No. I don't think I have it unlocked. I think it's like tutorial locked. Yeah, I think the other mode's tutorial locked. They will explain it later. That sucks for players who prefer that mode. And I understand why they like that mode. It's not a terrible mode. I've even used it for tougher fights, like just to get people set up.
Goodbye.
Oh, and this is also the first Dragon Age game with horses. They talk about horses and such in the previous games, but you never see them ever. This is the first time they actually have horses. They model like Brontos. That's like a dwarf like rhino thing. But this is the first game with actual horses. Quite hilarious. I think there's like one horse corpse in Dragon Age Origins in a background somewhere, but that's it. Oh, another thing about the development hell, they were hinting at that the hero Ferelden, the player character from the first game, would be playable in this game, but boy, they walked that one back. Well, I guess that's spoilers of this game. Well, that can't be that big of a secret, but, I mean, obviously I'm playing the Inquisitor. I just want to move forward. I don't want to bother with loot and such.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
We gotta have the trope in there. Hey, why don't you come look at this? Or one of the other ones. So yeah, going back to the engine thing, I don't actually really like this game aesthetically. I think it looks pretty bad. Like, I think some of the character designs look better in previous games. The funny elf man knows exactly how to deal with this.
the credit is yours.
Yes, you did nothing. Well, it's a tough one.
At least this is good for something.
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand.
Yeah, funny
I
how you
theorized the
connect
mark
those
might be able to
two.
close
It's
the
not
rift that
necessarily the
opened in
same.
breach's wake. And it seems I was
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, I know. Not being
Meaning
subtle
it
at hinting
could
at
also
a
close the
spoiler for
breach
this game.
itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Yeah, you're
Good to know.
always
Here I thought we'd be
you
as deep
play
in
as
demons
a
forever.
hero of destiny or whatever.
Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
If you're really unwelcome,
That's
Cassandra
nice
wouldn't have brought you
crossbow
along.
have there. Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca.
Is that
Of
so
course.
weird?
And she'll
Like,
be
for
great
real?
company in the
Like,
valley.
fantasy's
Absolutely
filled with
not.
characters that name their
Your
weapons.
help is appreciated, Varric, but
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore.
And yeah, I can't believe because like, yeah, Varric did it.
ugh,
Like, really?
My name is Solus, if there are
No
to
one
be
cares.
relations. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
I can't close the breach if I'm dead.
That is most certainly true. Cassandra, you should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I have seen. Your prisoner is no mage. Indeed, I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
understood.
They word it that
We must
way
get to the fort camp
because
quickly.
you can play as a mage.
Well, Bianca's excited.
This way, down the bank. The road ahead is blocked.
We must move quickly.
I've suddenly run out of things to talk about. Or at least nothing, everything's slipping my mind at the moment.
Demons ahead!
Glad you brought me
Oh, I'm actually quite wounded. I probably should have been more careful with this. Okay, here we go. So this is the other mode I was talking about. So yeah, it's the tactical mode. So yeah, you can give characters commands and move it about more like classic D&D. You see the tokens and you move them across the board to fight the enemies. So let's see. No, I didn't want that. And then I tell them like that. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna move over here. He's already popping barrier. Pop it right there. Yeah, better shoot at that one. Okay, and then we'll go like that. But yeah, I'm glad they actually took the time to put that in. Like, for all my gripes about this game, they did put effort in. They put some cool stuff in. Like I said, if this was a standalone game, this wasn't part of the Dragon Age trilogy, I'd think very highly of it. The problem is, it's the third entry, and they definitely could have done better. They also could have done worse too, but yeah, let's see. I should use a potion. I mean, what point in saving it? This is a quick look. I am not 100% saving this. Even if you guys won't watch me do a full playthrough, we will not be playing as Maxwell. I will make some character up.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
I definitely like how the party banter works in this game. Sort of chat as you walk along, and they show who's talking and what have you. Although you'd recognize each character's voice. And you occasionally can interact with the party banter, which is nice. I wonder, maybe I will make this my next playthrough, simply just so I could give it a full review and commentary about it.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
I don't think I've actually seen a full review for this game, and I don't think I've thoroughly decided what I would rank this as. I definitely would say I recommend it.
Another rift!
Like, even if you aren't a fan of the franchise, I think this on its own would be okay. I wasn't trying to steal the damn rift. I get it, please. Here. That's what I usually do when I play this game, is like, I have my party distract the enemies, and then I go for the rift, and then they get taken down almost instantly. That is one cool mechanic when you're fighting Fade creatures and demons. Like, just go for the rift, and they go down super easy. You know what? Stealth, I'm a rogue. This is way easier. I'm usually playing as a warrior, so I get a lot of aggro. As a rogue is probably like way easy. So yeah, so bursting the rift nearly kills, if not... Yeah, see, like, they're already down. All I had to do is burst the rift. I mean, obviously this is the prologue, so all enemies are going to be weak, but... Will it force me to level? Oh yeah, I gotta level up. I was hoping to skip this, because again, quick look, we're almost already done, and I barely showed off any of the game. And I was obviously not gonna finish in a half hour. It's a 100-hour game.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We're clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is,
it's over 100 hours. It's not 100-hour flat. I think it's 100 base, because then each DLC would add more. All the DLC that's post-story, I actually don't remember when each... I know there's one specifically that's the very end of the game, and you can only start after after you've complete the main story. Because it's the real ending.
Chancellor Roderick.
Because this game has end story slides, kind of like Origins, and then the DLC overrides those, which is dumb. Like, they should have patched the original slides out.
You are a glorified clerk. A bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
What a dumb character. They didn't need to have dumb Chancellor, man.
Justinia is dead.
Because I guess they needed to have an antagonist until the main big bad gets introduced.
You shouldn't even be here. Call a retreat, Seeker.
I actually do like the big bad of this game.
We can stop this before it's
I'd
too
argue
late.
it's the best big bad, because with Origins, it's split between the Archdemon, which has no character at all. It's just a big monster, and then Logain, who's just misunderstood anti-hero, I guess you could call him.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
And then two has
Abandon this now, before more
Meredith,
lives
and
are
then it's slightly shared by Orsino, but not really. He's just a mini-boss before the end of the game, regardless of choices, which was dumb. Because at least with Logain, you can, like, side with him to a degree. I don't care, I'm just gonna pick the first option, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I think one gives you more treasure, but it doesn't really matter.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley.
Oh, and that's another thing, because it showed the approval, disapproval, garbage, whatever. This game's the first game where you can't see the approval level. Because they wanted, I think the quote is, they wanted it to be less video gamey. even though this is a goddamn video game. Like, for real, your whole franchise has gone off of showing how much your party likes or dislikes you. And I even like Dragon Age 2's thing better, where it's friendship or rivalry. They don't hate you. They might, you know, disagree with you and not buddy with you. But at the end of the day, they're choosing to spend time with you and helping you out with your things. Like, again, I still think Dragon Age 2 is the best of the franchise. I know everyone's got the goddamn rose-tinted goggles, the nostalgia for Origins thing. It's the best ever. Even though Origins is a buggy mess. I like the game story. Gameplay's pretty solid. It's a little slow, but it's solid. But that game's a buggy mess.
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Like, everyone's complaint is that, oh, all the stages look the same. Actually, 2 has more variants than Origins does. People just have those stupid rose-tinted goggles. Like, I've done literally everything you can do in Origins except play it on Nightmare or whatever the hardest difficulty is. That's the only thing I haven't done in Origins. I've done everything else. Like, I know Origins in and out. I will admit, I've done it on console. And I was trying to play it on PC for like the first time, and it is significantly harder on PC than console, so you guys can say how terrible I am at games as usual, but yeah. So that would be my only method of doing a playthrough of Origins, is it had to be a no commentary playthrough on PC. Same thing with 2, since I have them on console, but it's PS3, and I don't have a method of recording on the PS3. Yeah, we're already coming up at the end. I thought for sure we'd be able to finish the prologue. I thought we'd do a little bit in the first area, which would be Redcliffe. Actually, I think it's called the Hinterlands. Redcliffe's just on the... Redcliffe's an area in the Hinterlands. It doesn't make sense if you know the, know Ferelden very well, which obviously players of the original game would. The Hinterlands is supposed to be like... What's the Hinterlands? It's like southwest of Redcliffe, I think? See, now I'm forgetting stuff. Either way, it shouldn't be in the Hinterland zone. They make the Hinterlands tiny. Admittedly, the only time we've actually seen the Hinterlands in a game before this one was Dragon Age 2 in the prologue of that game. They were in a section of the Hinterlands heading... They're trying to avoid the Darkspawn. They were evading Lothering, and they were ending up heading south to the Kokari Wilds.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to the man with the glowing head.
I guess I usually take the other one, because a lot of this is unfamiliar. Oh yeah, I gotta actually take down the rail. I'm paying attention.
Lady Cassandra! Lieutenant, you're alive!
So I'm guessing if you do take the other route, these people are die for sure. Stealth, gotta remember to do that. See, if I don't stay stealth, it lowers threat generation. And there you go, they're dead. 2 blasts to the rift and they're dead.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. He insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
I don't remember. Where was I? The bottom
We have
one?
to get to the breach, and quickly.
To the breach? I don't...
The way into the valley behind
And
us is
honestly, I
clear
missed
for
the
moment.
conversation
Go,
wheel
while you
options
still
of
can.
2, where you had, was it friendly, comical, and angry?
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes.
Admittedly, this gives you more freedom, where you can treat each situation... I mean, I
Down
guess
the
you could
ladder.
pick any
That's
of the
the way to the
3
temple.
and 2, but after a certain point, your hawk will take a certain personality based on which of those you pick the most, and they get special dialogues based on that. Which I like. That was actually a cool system. I'm sure some of you are asking, hey, if you said you did everything in Origins, did you do that with 2? No, I have not done every option in 2. I mostly play 2 exactly the same way because I really like that way of playing it. I have occasionally done an angry hawk, but I usually do friendly hawk. And I've seen some parts of the game as comedy hawk, but I have not done a full comedy hawk playthrough. I think the other way of getting here is you get to meet Cullen.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift.
Yeah,
behind
Cullen's
you.
like right over there.
No one knows who she was.
I think you can even... Can we see him? Yep, I think they're not there. Yeah, they're not there because we didn't choose to go that way, I guess. So they probably didn't spawn in. I don't know why I'm looting. We're gonna be wrapping things up really soon.
Breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
Oh, it's adorable that they think that the story's gonna be over already.
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down.
You say it's the key, and then it goes, oh, perhaps it'll work. So, will it work or will it not work? I guess he's... yeah, I guess I shouldn't say too much about that.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
Oh, do you recognize the voice? Do you guys know who the villain is?
Who created the breach?
You know
Oh
this
look,
stuff is
Red
Red
Lyrium
Seeker.
from the previous
I see
game.
it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
It's funny, I don't know if you let Varric keep the Red Lyrium
That is divine
piece from the previous
Justinian's
game.
voice.
Will he be as opposed to Red Lyrium in this game? Like, obviously, this how we see this game is going to be, it's based on my choices from Origins and 2. So yeah, I did destroy, is it Bartran is Varric's brother? Bartran's Lyrium idol?
What's going on here?
Or no, I think we gave it to Sandal and he turned it into a special
That was your
room.
voice.
I don't
Most
remember.
Holy called out to you, but
It's been a while since I played Origins or 2. Oh look, it's a silhouette. Can you guys tell who the villain is?
What's going on here?
And then there's player character.
Run when you can!
That's how you survive, because you were, for some reason, being at
We have an
the
intruder.
at ground zero, you survive it.
Kill him now.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The fade bleeds into this place.
Fate kind of bleeds into everywhere, isn't it? Isn't that the premise of this game?
Albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
One thing I do like to praise with this game is it certainly makes you feel powerful, both your character and then the Inquisition organization as a whole. It really feels like you're making a difference. Whereas like previous games, oh, you're just a hero with your adventuring party going on a quest. For this one, like the choices themselves might be like, oh, they're not all that great, but you idiots following me. Attack the bad guy. Cassandra, get the aggro. So let's go ahead and blast him, and then Eric blast him, and then me, I want to damage the rift. Oh no, player character. Oh, is it working? I'm not aggroed him.
The demon is vulnerable! Now!
Oh, it's because that's the method they want you to take him down with, is you disrupt the rift and stun him and give him damage. Ow. Let's use potion. Hey, I gave you a command game. Can I disrupt the rift again? I'm gonna. I can. Yep. So yeah, that wasn't good. Sorry, the little like burp, whatever. Anyway, we are running a little long in this video. That's okay, that happens before. Don't look, I have a set time frame. I just swore to try to do it a little over half an hour. But anyway, as soon as I have freedom, because I know there's gonna be like a bunch of story after this. As soon as there's a point to save, I will quit out. I will not save, I will quit out. But that'll be the end of the video. Oh, I'm only doing 1 damage on base attack. I probably should have picked up gear along the way. Yeah, that's another problem with this game. This game is like gear oriented, like an MMO or Diablo or something, instead of like previous Dragon Age games where it's stats and gear. And you do get stats, but I mean, you have no control over them whatsoever. Oh, I was trying to jump and he just auto-disrupted the rift. Thankfully, I did not gain aggro for that for some reason. I guess because this boss requires you to, I don't think you can just out muscle it. It takes longer, but I can. Oh, Cassandra straight up died. Wow. Would that be funny? I get a game over for the quick look. I guess that's what I get for just, you know, skipping ahead. It's an RPG, can't just skip through. Oh yeah, I forgot, it's like Mass Effect where you can just survive mid-combat without a spell. So yeah. Like, that's convenient and useful, especially from like multiplayer, but that kind of hurts the lore of this game. Ouch. Let's use another oh, I'm almost out of potions. Wow. I actually might... This game over is becoming very real. Okay, come on, quickly disrupt. Yeah, Solus is not popping bear... Oh yeah, it didn't set character behavior, so they're probably just doing the dumb default. It's probably everyone does damage for some reason instead of tank heals and DPS, which would be damage. I don't know. I'm not talking very well today. Well, I've been playing Fire Emblem since the new one just came out. Unfortunately, I don't have a method of recording on the Switch, so yeah, that's part of the reason why I didn't stream the other day. Lazy and busy playing Fire Emblem.
Seal the rift.
Oh, I was okay. Where's the prompts? There we go. Then we get a little cutscene. Let's close the rift, but that doesn't close the actual big one. We have to do something else to do that. I know, scene spoilers. Yeah, well, we're watching the scene, I'll explain it in a few seconds. Yeah, and they purposely do that, so the next scene you're going to be asking questions. Oh, did it work? Did it not work? Of course it didn't work. This is a game. Like, it's not a 40-minute game. Like, my God. Who would have the gall to put out a 40-minute game? Oh, the terrible pajamas. Thank goodness I'm playing on the PS4 version, so you can switch those out. Obviously, we're going to be seeing them for this, because I'm not going to play deep into the game enough to get the other cosmetics.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Yeah, why are you afraid, Freak Show?
Why are you frightened? What happened?
And I'm calling them a
That's
freak
wrong,
show because they're a
isn't it?
timid
I said the
weirdo,
wrong
not because
thing.
they're an elf. Before anyone gets started.
So.
I actually
beg
prefer to
your
play elves
forgiveness
in
and
Dragon
your
Age.
blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The British
Yeah,
stopped
for
growing,
Origins,
just
I
like
played
Margaret
Dalish
had.
Warrior. Yeah, I'm always playing Warriors for sure. Dalish Warrior in the first one, then
It's all
yeah, male
anyone has
Dalish
talked
Warrior,
about
and
for
then
the
male
last 3
Hawk,
days.
and then Inquisitor was a male elf. Who's I think you have to be Dalish if you're elf in this game.
So a trial happens now, I suppose.
I don't know anything about that. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
And, you know,
In the
because you're an elf,
Chancery,
you're
with the
like a
Lord
slave or a
Chancellor.
servant or
At once,
something, and
she said.
they'll beat you if you don't do the at once. Why is there a loot next to my bed? It's not like this is my bed. They just put me here. I don't even know why yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. This is the end of the video. So, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff at all usual locations, which would be YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and Odyssey. If you want to see more than videos from me, check out my locals and Getter. Let me know, do you want to see more Dragon Age? Whether it's me playing through Origins 2 or Inquisition. I'm going to have more quick looks for you soon. That's it for today. Well, not it for today. I'm going to get started on the next video real soon. Bye-bye.